Hello students, welcome back in your science class. Hope you all are well. So let's start our chapter heat. In previous session of this chapter, we have studied about hotness and coldness of an object. How can we measure that an object is hot and cold, and the instrument which is used to measure the temperature of a hot and cold object, that is thermometer. We also have studied about different types of thermometer. Clinical thermometer, which is used by doctor to measure the temperature of human body. Laboratory thermometer, which is used to measure the temperature of boiling water. Maximum and minimum thermometer, which is used to measure the temperature of weather. We also have studied some precautions while reading the clinical thermometer. When we read the reading of thermometer, what precautions should be taken? And we are discussing about different modes of transfer of heat: conduction, convection, and radiation, in which we have studied about conduction. Now in this session we will study about convection and radiation. We will see that how heat is transferred through convection and radiation method. To show that how heat is transferred through convection method, I have taken one round bottom flask, wire gauge, tripod stand, split lamp, and 2/3 part of round bottom flask is filled with water. And we will put some potassium permanganate crystals with the help of straw or dropper in the mid of the round bottom flask. Potassium permanganate. Formula of potassium permanganate is KMnO4. It is of pink color. Now heat the water by lighting the split lamp. When water is heated, the water near the flame gets hot and it becomes light, and on becoming its light, it rises upwards. Hot water rises up, and as it rises up, there becomes some place as cold water from the top moves downwards to take the empty place, and this process continues till the whole water becomes hot. So as water near the flame becomes hot, it rises up, and cold water from sides uh, moves downwards, and when it comes downward near to the flame, it also becomes hot, and it rises up. In this process continues till whole water becomes hot, and this process of transferring of heat is known as convection. We have seen that by conduction method, heat is transferred in solid substances, while through convection method, heat is transferred in liquid and gaseous substance. Now, how does the heat travel in air? To show that how heat travels in a air, we have taken a burning candle. The air above the top of the candle becomes hot and it rises up, and air from sides comes in this position, and it also becomes hot and it rises up. In this way whole air becomes hot. Uh, we can show this by an activity that when we take in a burning candle and put our hands above the top of the flame, our hands and one hand from the sides. Our hands which at the top of the flame, it feels hot, and when we put sides on the candle, we do not feel hot. It shows that um, heat it shows that towards the top the air gets heated by convection method. Therefore, the hand above the flame feels hot. On the other sides, there is no um, convection, and air does not feel as hot as the top. The people living in the coastal areas experiencing an interesting phenomena, that is, during the daytime the land gets heated faster than the water. The air over the land gets heat. The air over the land gets